So guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, we are on live stream. So let's just dive straight into the chart. So what do you guys think is going to happen in the charts? As you can see, this is weekend analysis. Yeah, so we're going to be analyzing all the pairs that we know that we use in our trading and for the coming week. So what we're going to be expecting from the market, what's our speculation on what is going to happen and all of that. So let's just see how this week is just going to go. But first, before I start, I want to welcome you all to my YouTube channel. So every weekend, by God's grace, Saturdays like this, I'll be going live. So in case you are seeing this video for the first time on YouTube, I would appreciate you guys to turn up for me. You know what I mean? So let's be here. Let's talk about the market. Let's gist. Let's interact. Let's speculate what's going to happen. Let's share ideas. You know what I mean? So let's make money for the upcoming week. So I would appreciate you guys if you guys are here with me next week, Saturday. See you guys, man. One love, big love. So as you can see on the screen, this is GBP USD, the 1 day time frame. Yes. So with the way GBP USD is going, the structure is looking very bullish. Very bullish. So now we're going to do a breakdown of these markets. So don't forget that first of all, as a smart retail trader, you need to understand what you are doing. Have a good reason why you're trading. Stick to your risk management plan and stick to your plan. You know, one thing about trading is that trading is a game of probability. You know what I mean? It's a game of probability. Either hit TP, stop loss, or break even. Depends. So you need to be very, very smart in this game and follow your risk management plan and your strategy. You're gonna get there. So as a smart retail trader, what you have to do, you need to expect after your break of structure, expect a pullback down to your 4 hours order block or daily order block. Wait for either inducement sweep or liquidity sweep before you take your entries. So then you need to still understand price action. Now, what is price action? Price action is more like the movement of the candlestick. Yes, how they move either impulsively or correctively. How is going to tell you that, okay, yes, between buyers and sellers, who is the control of this market structure? So that is what price action. So all of these things together, as a smart retail trader, you need to put all of these things together in order for you to be profitable in the forex market. So it's very, very easy. So don't complicate things for yourself. So as you can see, let's give a full deep analysis for GBP USD first before we go to that page. So first of all, let's draw a trend. There's a trend. Why is it a trend? Because there's a higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, and so on and so forth. So price is moving on uptrend. So what do we have to do? You need to look for buying entries. So let's go down to our 4 hours time frame. With our 4 hours time frame, let's spot our break of structure. So now on this structure, so what is our business is everything around here. Now what is price doing from this area? This is more like jargons. Do you get? So this is more like jargons. This is more like manipulation. That's why you're seeing the market is consolidating, ranging to move up, down, and all of that, move up. So you need to be very, very smart in this market. So now, first of all, what you will have to wait for is to mark out your break of structure. Don't forget, this is a higher time frame. Don't forget. So if you look at price, you see that okay, there was a break of structure. First of all, there was more like a change of character. It's more change of character. Let's go down to our 3 hours. Let's see for breakdown. Yes. So there was change of character, break of structure, change, and now another break of structure again, another break. Now price has pulled back to this breaker block. Price has reacted from this breaker block, so people bought from it. But for now, I'm not trading GBPUSD because the price action is not actually correct for now, because it's like jargon. If you are trading around this area, it's more like you gambling. And I don't gamble. I don't know how to scalp trade. I don't know how to take trade for during the day and allow it to close maybe later. I don't know how to take trade like that. In fact, I don't know how to close trade like that. So I don't know how to scalp. So with GBPUSD for now, GBPUSD has not really settled for now. So this is more like the buy side liquidity of the eyes. So before we start believing this buy, there is a buying structure. So I need to see what price action is doing first of all. So what I'm expecting is that I'll be expecting price to move like this and take out this break of structure. I'll be expecting price to break this high around here before I will confirm that okay, yes, the bullish one is not correct. So when price breaks that high, then I will now expect a pullback down to this area, down to this other block here, yes, before I can bullish run again. So let me mark out the area for you. Yes, expect price around there. So let's go to our forward start frame because I majorly use my forward order block. Okay, so price is going to tap here. So I'm waiting for price. What I'm expecting is that I'm expecting price to take this high first before I will start thinking of the bullish run. Because for now, if I'm trading, it's more like I'm just trading without no good reason. Price is zigzag. The movement of this structure around this place is not advisable to trade. I'm not going to lie. So for you to have clarity first, at least price action needs to show you clarity before you take any trade. So you expect a move to take out this buy side liquidity, this break of structure from here. So after taking out this break of structure, they will confirm that okay, yes, break of structure has occurred. So we're going to mark the low that caused the break of structure, which is our 4 hours order block around there. So you're going to take entry from 4 hours. So after the break of structure, you need to expect a pullback down to your 4 hours order block there before we swing our trade. So we need a good clear confirmation. So now this price is of two ways. It's either like this, or maybe price just keeps falling like this and takes up here, tap around this area and drop like this. Depends. Or price is going to break out this break of structure, pull back and move. So let's just see how this is just going to be for price action. You know what I mean? But this is what I'm expecting. But let's just see what price action is going to show us for GBPUSD. Because for like I think for like 2 to 3 weeks now, GBPUSD is just moving around, sweeping liquidity and all of that. So that is that for GBPUSD. So let's go down to Euro USD. Let me see what I'm expecting from this structure. So this is the same thing. So if you look at it, they are still on the bullish run. So sorry, excuse me. So Euro USD. Now I'm still expecting price to take side this high. Yes, so after price bought like this, takes side this high, they were going to expect a pullback. So expecting a move like this, same thing, and tap this area, then for move again. Because it has to be, we need to have clarity first before you trade. You don't just trade like that. I cannot just be in this market and just be scalping trader. I don't scalp. So you need to be a professional trader and an actual trader. You're going to make money. Trading process is time. So you need clarity from price action. Price action is to show you clarity that okay, yes, this is the time for you to get in this trade. Okay, this buying structure is correct. This selling structure is correct. When you know your structure already. So once they are all correct, just wait and expect your pullbacks. After the break of structure, expect the pullback down to your region, which is a 4 hours order block or your daily order block. When you see that your daily order block is too big, mark the middle. Even your 4 hours order block. If your 4 hours order block is too big, mark the middle. Now, what do I mean by if your 4 hours order block is too big? Okay, let me give you an example. I'm trying to look for a big 4 hours order block around this chart. Okay. Uh, Sonny FS, what's up now? Are you active with me? Are you active? If you're active, let me know in the comment section. So guys, so you guys can hear me. If you're active, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. Let me know. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Are you guys active? Are you active? Sorry? Correct. You're there. So let's keep on going. So now let me show you an example of how to mark your 4 hours order block. If you're having a big and a huge 4 hours order block, or maybe a daily order block, okay, this is a very good example. Now you see this other block here. This is another block. As you can see, we are in 4 hours time frame. So this is another block. The other block is very big. So to mark your other block, you need to use the last candle, the last red candle before the bullish candle. That is how to mark your 4 hours order block. In fact, any other block, whether in 1 minute time frame, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, down to daily, weekly. If you're marking your other block, the last red candle, okay, maybe if it's a bullish run, the last set candle before the bullish candlestick, and also that is your other block. Now, as you can see that this other block now is very big, what you have to do, this is 4 hours time frame. You don't have to take the full 4 hours of that block. Now, just use your Fibonacci tool, draw your Fibonacci tool, mark, draw your Fibonacci tool, mark the middle. The middle now is this 0.5 that you can see. You take it from the middle, you take your entry from the middle, and you delete your Fibonacci tool. So here is going to be your entry, not on top of this place again. Because there's every possibility that price might just come, do jargons. You might just see a move like this, price will just come, tap this your 4 hours block like this, and maybe create a little inducement and still come down, sweep your stop loss under this low. So it has to be in this area before you take your trade. Is that clear? So if you are choosing a other block that is very big, always make sure that you take the middle of the candlestick. Use your Fibonacci to get the discount and premium level, which is the middle 0.5, and take your trade there. Good to go. So that's that, and that's that for that. So on this structure, this is the same thing I'm expecting. So I'm expecting price to take this high, which is this break of structure. They expect to move down here before we buy. So that's it, and that's that. I will clear on that. So can you see my chart? Can you guys see my chart? Connection is very bad. Can you guys see my chart? Sonny, can you guys see my chart? Can you guys see my chart? Okay. Correct. We on it. Okay. Let's go. So hope you are following. Hope you guys are following. So that's what we are expecting. So we need clarity first before we take any trade. We need clarity before we take any trade. Clarity before you take any trade. Because now if you take any trade around from this place, it's more like you gambling. And if you are gambling, now what comes with gambling? Gambling is your heart is just going to be beating very fast. You're going to be like, oh God, she's not going to guess me. She's not going to guess me. You're scapping. Your emotions will just be everywhere, up and down. So you need to be very, very smart. So we don't gamble in Forex. So that's for GPS. Now let's go to BTC. BTC, you see, recently BTC is selling, which is on a selling trend. So we'll keep on selling, but we can still buy from here. We can still buy, but now this is the analysis. Let me give you the analysis, because for now we'll keep on selling. For the longer run, we'll keep on selling, but for the very shorter run, we'll buy. Now let me give you the analysis now, what I'm expecting this price to do. Now if you see, there was a break of structure from here. This is BTC, break of structure from here. Now you saw what price did. Price pull back all the way from here and swept this liquidity. Swept this liquidity lows. And swept this liquidity lows. Now, why are this place called liquidity? Because there was a break of structure from here. So they had some tiny break. They had some tiny break. They had some tiny break. So this break of structure, this high that caused this break, this high now turns liquidity because this is not a high. So I've taught you guys before. You see higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows. Either a buying structure or a selling structure. Those lows and high, they turn liquidity automatically. So you need to be very, very conscious of them. So as you can see, there was a little break from here. Now this is there. So this highs now turns liquidity. So now you see what price did. Don't forget that there's still a fresh origin here. There's another block here. So you see what price did. Price came and tapped into the other block and moved. Before it tapped into this other block, you saw that it swept this liquidity first before it sold. Now there was another break of structure again from here, which is telling you that okay, yes, so we need to sell. There was another break. So now what am I expecting? There was another little break again. Little break. There was another break again. So I'm expecting price to go all the way to this area, because this is a very good order block that we're supposed to be looking at for before I will sell again. 4 hours order block. So this is a very good area. So this area now turns my liquidity. There are my liquidity highs. So this place are my liquidity highs. So I'm expecting price to move all the way from here like this, and before we sell again. So, but now this is not the question. What are the confluences that will know that okay, yes, this zone will still be valid? Because there's very possible means that, don't forget that okay, yes, we are going against the trend, which is the counter trend, which is the sales. So we are selling based on its retracement. BTC in a very long run is a bullish run. Don't forget, a very long run, BTC is buying. So, but now this is the retracement that we are trading. So you need to be very, very smart while trading retracement. Hope you guys are following. Hope you guys are following. Anthony. Hope you guys are following. Let me know in the comment section. If you guys are still with me, let me know in the comment section. Let me know. Let me know. Correct. You're active. You're active. So now you need to be very, very smart. Now you expect price to pull to this area before we sell. Now with price action, how will you know that okay, yes, this area is going to be valid? One of the areas or one of the technique that you know that okay, yes, this area will be valid is when you see this bullish move that we're expecting to go to this area, it has to be corrective. If there's any move of seeing an aggressive bullish run like this limit or this zone will be invalid. We are not going to take this trade. So it has to be corrective. Like you see the way this move now is now. This bullish structure now. You see the way it is. Around this area now, this is what we call fractals of candlestick. Why is it fractals? Because they are moving in higher highs and higher lows. Everything is jam-packed together. Though it's jam-packed, but it's like an uptrend. So that's why it's called fractals of candlestick. You see that break of structure, pull back, break of structure, you see pull back, another break of structure, you see pull back again. So that's why it has to be moving like that to this area in order for this area to be valid. Or if there's any case that you see an aggressive move like this, you need to cut off that limit and wait for price reaction. Maybe if price taps into this area, I will now wait for okay, maybe a change of character in 15 minutes time frame or 1 hour time frame. They will wait for pullback and sell. Or price might just be bullish and aggressive like that and take out this high. Depends. So we need to watch price action. But for now, before we have to sell, this is our POI for sales for BTC. So we expect price to be here. Put your stop, increase your stop. Don't put it exactly of the high of the liquidity. Increase it a little, then go to 1:3, then we are good to go. So this is what I am expecting price to do. I'm expecting price to buy all the way up to this zone correctively, not aggressively. Then before I will take my sell entry. So this is my POI on BTC. But before this sell, what I want to do is I want to trade this buy. Let's go to our 1 hour time frame. I want to trade this buy. So if you see now, let's do an analysis. So if you see now, there was a break of structure from here. There was a break of structure. So now there was a pullback. Don't forget, there was an internal break of structure from here also. So this low now turns liquidity. So it's more like liquidity has been swept already. But I'm still expecting price to pull all the way down before I can buy. So I want to take this risk. So guys, let's take this risk together. Now there was still a little break of structure from here. You know, the funny thing why I'm taking this trade is because my analysis and my setup, they are active by confluences. So that place now turns one small liquidity because there was a break of structure from here. So you see the first liquidity has been swept, second liquidity has been swept. So I'm expecting price to tap into this area first, to tap into this area again before I will buy. So I'm expecting price to come to this area before I will buy. Yes, this is my stop loss. I'm swinging 1:3. So this is my POI now, currently now for BTC. What I'm expecting, because I'm expecting BTC to see go up. Because if you look at it, it's still a buying trend for now. There was a break from here. Break of structure. Now there was a pullback. One small liquidity swept here. Small liquidity swept here. You need to understand price action. One small liquidity swept here. So if you see now, price tapped into this other block area before the move. So the same thing, break. You see that this liquidity now has been swept. This one is a good high. This one is a good high, a sweet high. See, there was still a small break from here. Now this is a sweet liquidity that price just grabbed. Price just collected this liquidity and tap into this area, tap into this other block before the move. you see? Well, now let's see if price met the middle of the other block. Let's see. Okay, price did not get to the middle. So it's retracement. It's not everything that you cash. Price did not get to the middle, but at least to play safe, at least a missed entry is better than SL. Missed entry is better than stop loss. So price did not get to the middle, but at least it tapped into the 4 hours of that block. Okay, this is even 1 hour. This is even 1 hour. It's even 1 hour, yes. 1 hour candlestick. The candlestick is very big. 1 hour. But now the major thing here was that liquidity has been swept before this move. That is just the major thing. That is just the key thing that you just need to watch out for. Once liquidity has been swept, because now we say, okay, now let's do our Fibonacci. Now let's take our Fibonacci and get this full retracement. You see that, okay, yes, price bought on a discount level. This was the full pullback. So you see, from this 0.5, I don't know if you can see my screen. There are many lines here now. From this 0.5 line that you're seeing now, so I'm showing you this 0.5. As you can see now, price bought on a discount level. The pullback is complete. So you see, almost to tap our other block entry, then it bought. So you see what happened. Liquidity has been swept. So price has swept this Fibonacci golden level zone, this middle zone. Liquidity as price swept it. That was the move straight up. So the most important thing is just to watch out for liquidity sweep. After liquidity sweep, that's when you see that these big traders, these big players, they will swing their trade. So you need to be very, very smart. So what I'm expecting currently now for BTC, I'm expecting BTC just to pull down here a little, like this, and we long from here. So let's see how this is just going to be to take out this buy side liquidity. So this is my bias for BTC. I don't know if you guys are still following. Okay, my confirmation before entry balance. My confirmation is the price action. My confirmation is price action. Now you will see now one of my confirmation before I will buy or sell. I need to see that liquidity has been swept. Liquidity or inducement. Either liquidity or inducement, or inducement and liquidity. One of them has to be swept. Normally, I don't necessarily use candlestick as confirmation of maybe all those bullish. I use those one as relative confluence. But my major confirmation before I will take entry, liquidity has to be swept, or inducement has to be swept before I will take entry. And then inducement or liquidity, they will be closer to the other block. Why is it like that? Because that is how these big traders, that is how they trade. That is why I'm trading like that. Because why that liquidity needs to be swept is because that liquidity or that inducement, they are more like the traps closer to that other block. Because that other block, a lot of orders are resting there. You see these big banks, they have a lot of orders resting in that other block. So I'm explaining something for you now. So they have a lot of orders resting there. Those central banks that we are seeing, the speculators, the hedge funds, that they have a lot of orders in that other block. So you now as a retail trader now, those big players, they need your money to move. So now they will need to deceive you and set trap. Do you understand? That trap now is inducement and liquidity. Liquidity is also a trap. There's what we call external liquidity and there's what we call internal liquidity. Now, as you can see, now let me give you an example of an external liquidity and internal liquidity. You see this break of structure inside this full break of structure. This little break of structure inside this full break of structure. This is what we call internal liquidity. There was a break from here. This is the low that caused the break. So this is an internal liquidity. So the external liquidity now is this low that we are seeing here. This low that caused this high break of structure. This is not the external liquidity. So now what you need to do is that after your external liquidity, which is your external break of structure, you need to expect a pullback down to your 4 hours origin, your 4 hours order block area before you take your entry. Meanwhile, liquidity has to be swept. You see, there has to be an internal liquidity. Did you get? There has to be an internal liquidity, or okay, see this one is an external liquidity. Outside of this internal break of structure, this is an external liquidity. But you see now this one now was swept first. Then this inner one was also swept. This is more like trap or inducement because this is the pullback. So these are traps. So these are lows. That okay, yes, money are still resting here because some buyers they see bought here. So I'm expecting price to just sweep them, tap into this area like this, and will long again. So my biggest confirmation before I take any trade is either liquidity has to be swept or inducement has to be swept. That is just the way I trade. Do you get? Are you following me? Are you guys following me? Are you guys following me? Are you with me? If you're with me, guys, let me know in the comment section. If you're with me, let me know. Correct. Do you understand? Do you understand what I just explained? So before you take your entry, liquidity has to be swept or inducement. Liquidity has to be swept before you take your entry or inducement. After your break of structure, expect a pullback down to your 4 hours order block then before you swing your trade. If your 4 hours order block is too big, take the middle before you enter your trade. So it is very, very easy. Liquidity has to be swept or inducement before you take any entries in order for you not to fall for their traps. So it's not that most of the times, even if you are still waiting for liquidity to be swept, it's not that you will not still hit stop loss, but it's going to minimize the way you hit stop loss. It's not going to be usual as before. I don't know if you get. So it's not going to be usual as before. It's going to minimize the way you hit stop loss. Maybe before, if you are hitting stop loss, maybe normally if you are just trading normally before you are hitting stop loss, maybe in a month you hit like 10 to 15 stop loss. If you master the art of liquidity, the way you be hitting stop loss, it might be maybe just 5 times. That's when they want to really manipulate you. 5 times, 4 times, 6 times. The other times you are just profitable. Either you close in TP or you close in your profit. So liquidity or inducement has to be swept before you take any entries. So now let's go to other pair. So this is what I'm expecting for BTC. I was expecting price to tap into this area then before long. So let's check for other pairs. So let me know in the comment section which pair do you want me to analyze, Sonny? Which pair would you want me to analyze for you? Let's talk about the market. Which market are you trying to look?
From TikTok, lonely MF or weary emoji now broken heart emoji. Liked your post.
Which pair? So guys, drop me any currency pair so we can do an analysis on NZD USD. Okay. Those pairs I don't really trade them, but let's go NZD USD. Let's analyze the pair. Yes, wonder. Let's go to daily time frame. Let's see. NZD USD is looking bearish. It's looking bearish. Higher time frame is looking bearish. So, but currently, so what I'm expecting, I saw something just now. So what I'm expecting in SND USD is that, as you can see, this is our business here. This is our business. Now, first of all, let's take our trend, price action first. Price action, let's take our trend. Let's take our trend. You have to connect the two channels. You have to connect the two channels. You have to connect the two channels. So now, second of all, let's go and mark our break of structure. So as you can see, there was a break from here. There was another break from here. There was another break from here. So I saw that when there was break now, price pull back to this area, then before we drop again. But now this is something that you need to do to confirm something here, because now you need to be very smart. If it's me, what I do is that first of all I will check if this pullback is complete. If this pullback is more like a trap. Now how do I check if this pullback is complete? I will use my Fibonacci. Let me see. That zone is it tapped already? Okay. There was a pullback after a little break of structure. There was a pullback. Okay, so it's gonna be in this area. So if you see now, okay, it's very correct. You saw that price tapped into 4 hours and it bought. So you see, so this is my other block. This green zone is my other block area. So if you saw what type of price tap into it and it's sold. Okay, that's good. So this pullback is correct. So now our next business now currently is from year to year. So now first of all, as you can see, first of all, NZD USD, if I'm taking this trade or this setup, I'm going to be selling. I'm not buying. I'm going to be selling because of the kind of structure that I'm seeing here. So if you observe what I taught you just now, there was an internal break of structure here, which is called internal liquidity. So this here is now turns liquidity. Now let's mark it like this. So here is now liquidity. So don't forget that this is the full break of structure. We are in 4 hours. Now this is now inducement. First inducement has been taken. This is inducement. I love this kind of line for inducement. So now what I will be expecting is that I will be expecting price to take this high before I will sell. So now let me go to daily time frame. I want to see something in daily time frame. Okay, good. Now in daily time frame, this is my daily order block. So I'm expecting to short from this daily order block. I'm expecting to short from this daily order block. So I'm expecting price to pull like this, to go all the way like this here to up around here, then before we short again. But now some of you will ask me why I did not mark my 4 hours order block. Let me tell you why. So when I went to 4 hours just now, I went to 4 hours. I saw that normally this is my 4 hours order block. This is my 4 hours order block. So the reason why I will not take this area, the reason why I will not take this 4 hours order block now is because this liquidity is kind of very far from this 4 hours order block. So I take entries after liquidity sweep. You just see after the sweep, you will see a reaction from there. You will take your entry. Others are still resting here. So that's it. If you want to take entry this daily order block now, you still increase your stop. I will show you guys. I will show you guys the stop loss line. You can still take. You can put your risk management. Me, I have my way of how I'm doing it. My entry zone is very matters. Like it matters to me very well. So once price gets to my entry zone, I will have to calculate and set my limits and put my stop loss in a reasonable position that price will not just get to that area and hit me. So now this is my daily order block. Okay, that's 4 hours order block. If you mark your 4 hours order block, then now let's mark daily order block. We'll take this middle, the full candlestick, just the body. So we're going to use the body. We're not going to use both the wick and everything daily order block. So now you have to be expecting a reaction from this zone before you sell. From here, so if it's me, this is what I will be expecting. I'll be expecting price to tap into this area. My stop loss will just be on top here like this. Then before we swing this trade, this is it. This is just what I'm seeing currently now. I'm working with price, with structure. Do you get it? You need to follow what the trend is doing. This is daily time frame. One candlestick here is daily. So now, how am I having that conviction that okay, yes, this is very, very correct? Number one, if you see now, let's go to 4 hours time frame. You see that liquidity is present, inducement is present. This one is inducement too. Right? You see, sweep this one. Liquidity is present, inducement is present. So we expect price to just go down a little, run up all the way to this area, then before we say again. Price needs to take out all these highs before we say. Let me take this trend off. Price needs to take out all these highs before we say. So before you want to take any entry from SND USD, wait for price to get to this area first before you sell. You have to play safe and be smart. Immediately after this liquidity sweep, there was an internal liquidity here. After this internal liquidity, wait for price to tap here, then before you short. It is easy. Do you understand? So this is what I'm expecting. This is what I'm expecting from SND USD. That's if I'm to take this trade. But the setup looks very sexy. Very sexy. Are you following me? Are you following me? Are you guys following? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Good. That's it. Good. So I expect price to tap here before we say. First of all, break of structure is confirmed, internal liquidity is confirmed, inducement is confirmed. So everything has to be swept before you take your entry. And let's see how it will go. I think I will take this trade next week. I will take this trade. I'll put it in my trading list. Thank you, guys. Sonny, thank you very much for giving me the setup. It's nice. Now let's take our last conference as Fibonacci. Let's see what Fibonacci is going to show us. Okay, so you can see that this pullback is not correct. Because price has to pass this 50 zone. Oh God, I don't know. Sonny, are you seeing what I'm saying? Are you seeing something? Wait. Are you guys seeing what I'm saying? Let me ask you in the comment section. Are you seeing what I'm saying with that Fibonacci retracement? Are you seeing what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Now you see that I use the Fibonacci. You see that my other block area, which is this green line, is my other block area. You see that was the area that I'm expecting price to tap into before the sales. Remember when I was doing this analysis, I did only this Fibonacci when I was doing this analysis. But you see now, my Fibonacci retracement and everything, now Fibonacci told me that, okay, yes, this zone is very, very valid. Because this is my other block 0.786 area. This was my PY before. So which is telling you that price will get to this area first before you start selling. So this is a very good and a sweet trade. Even if the setup is still sweet like this, don't forget about your risk management. Don't forget about your risk management. It is very, very important. No matter how sweet the setup is, still stick to your risk management. Don't go and over leverage. Don't go and overlot. If you overlot, is your own business. So as this setup is still sweet like this, price can just still go. They can still manipulate and still hit your stop loss. But the percentage of this price hitting stop loss here with this structure is like 10%. The remaining 90% to be in your to be in profit and to go in your direction. So as you can see, Fibonacci, which is our last conference, give us the confirmation that okay, yes, this daily order block and this 4 hours area order block, especially this daily order block from the middle, is going to be very, very valid. So you don't need to stress yourself. So this is trading for you. Are we cool? Are we on the same page? If we're on the same page, let me know in the comment section, guys. Are we on the same page? So which other markets do you guys want me to analyze? Which markets do you want me to talk about that you are trying to that you're seeing and you're like you're confused that okay, you don't know what you want to do or you're confused about the setup? Which markets? Let me know in the comment section. We're going to do the analysis straight here. Okay, correct. You guys are following. You're very smart. You're very smart. If you have any questions that you want to ask, you can ask. I'm here to answer you. All we're here to do is to learn and let's see how we can make money the upcoming week and in the future. Because we're active. So get your accounts ready. Let's see how this week is going to be. So which setup again? Which pair? Which pair do we want to talk about? What pair? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. So Sonny, you don't have any pair? You don't have any pair that you're watching again? Which pair are you still speculating on? Okay. So you don't have any pair? Let me give an example of my pairs. So for GBP JPY, see, you're seeing, this is what we call noise. This is what we call noise. You are seeing consolidation from this area. What's this? What's all this? These are noise. So we don't trade from here. Only way you'll be expecting to trade from this pair before you buy or sell. In fact, you don't have any reason to buy or sell from this area. If you buy or sell from here, you're gambling. And there's a heavy high chance of price hitting your stop loss. So before you be thinking of to buy the structure, as if possible, there was a tiny break from here, and this break of structure is not to be trusted. This break of structure is undefined. So if I want to buy this price, I will wait for price to get to this low. So I will buy. Price has to get to this place, so I will buy. That's if I don't see a good move like this. If I don't see a good move like this, so I expect price to come and take this low and tap like this. That's if I don't see a good move like this. So, but if price will just keep falling down like this, selling like this, and this is where I will buy from. Because don't forget that okay, yes, the trend is still a bullish trend. Let's go to the daily time frame. See it, still a bullish trend. As you can see, GBP is still a bullish trend. So, but if price continues to fall like this from here, continues to fall, this is where I will buy from. I'll buy from this demand level because they might easily manipulate you because there's no liquidity here, there's no inducement, there's nothing here. So this low will now be the liquidity that will be expecting price to sweep and fall buy. So if you are buying from there, you will just take your entry from the demand level and pull your stop like this under this low like this under here. Then you swing your 1:3. Then you are good to go. So when price sweep this low like this, it will not tap your stop loss. Just sweep it and it will start profiting you, and it will hit TP. Why are we taking this setup like this? Because there is no liquidity swept. There's no liquidity. There's no nothing. There's no internal liquidity. All these lows, I don't trust these lows. Even the internal liquidity there, so I don't even trust it. Let's go to 4 hours. All these lows like this, I don't trust. I don't trust all these lows. All these lows are not good liquidities. I don't trust them. Don't I don't still forget under here is still a week. So liquidity is still resting here. So here they have a lot of money is resting here. That's if price continues to sell like this. A lot of money is investing under this low, and for them to trigger and move. So when they will take the liquidity under this place, I will not be among them. I will be in profit. That's if price continues to sell like this. But if we see if we see a move like this, maybe from here price just takes like this, and we expect price to sweep this low, that we are seeing here. We expect price to sweep this low, then tap into this our forward setup block then before we buy again. Because that time there will not be a good defined break of structure. So there will not be a good defined break of structure. So yeah, this low will not turn liquidity for us to be swept. So but for now, GBP we are not trading GBP. I'm not trading it. I'm looking at it for now. Except what price action shows me, that is what I'm going to work with. So let's go to other pairs. There we go to USD I think for USD I think the same thing. Oh. That was a daily time frame. The same thing for USD So USD we are seeing USD now. Are you guys following me? Okay. Are you still there with me? Sonny the FS, the big boy. Or will make money. Are you my Telegram channel? If you guys are not my Telegram channel, I think it's on the description of this live. So go and join my Telegram group chat so we can start making money, because that's the place I'm sending signals and setup. We discuss. Just go to that channel. We discuss a lot of things there. Me and my mentees. Okay, you're there, correct. Good. God bless. You're there. So USD what I'm expecting is that first of all, let's connect the trend. First of all. So I was very priced to pull all the way down. It's very priced to pull all the way down from here to this area and this area before we bow. Yes, it's still high. It's still high, but in order for you to avoid manipulations from the big banks, I know some of you waiting for trend here. Me, I'm not waiting for trend here, but this trend is more like a confluence of is moving in higher highs and higher lows, which is taking out the buy side liquidity, which is like confluence. So what I'll be expecting is that there was a break of structure from here. There was a break from here. So this is the low that caused the break of structure. So order this low. These lows are liquidity. These lows are liquidity. Yes. Why are these low liquidity? Because there was an external liquidity here. So price needs to sweep this low. And all these ones are what we call inducement. So these are inducements. I love using this kind of stick. So these are inducements. So what I'm expecting price to do is to sweep this low, to tap this here before we go long. Yes, this is my PY. So this is my PY on this trade. Now let's go with our last confluence, our Fibonacci. Let's see what Fibonacci is going to tell us. Okay, so you see, Fibonacci still told us price needs to get to our other block area, then before we long. So you see, this is trading for you. You need to be patient because you don't have to be trading everything. You need to be patient. You need to be patient. You need to be very, very patient. Very, very patient. If you're not patient, you will keep on losing money unnecessarily. Something has to change. This is one thing that you guys need to know. Something has to change in Forex. You don't have to keep repeating the same thing, the same thing, the same thing. If you are seeing the same result, you need to change something. So it might be that before you're not always patient, you're always watching price, and that's why you're always hitting stop loss. Now you will now learn to not be patient. You learn to wait. Wait for price to give you a good structure to restructure before you take your entries. So as you can see now, Fibonacci has confirmed that okay, yes, price needs to get to this area before we buy. So you just have to keep waiting and let's see how it's gonna be. So this is my POI. So now take your entries like this. What I do majorly is that I set limit on this trade. Take your entries. Then 1:3. The buy will be very, very long. So first of all, as you are swinging this 1:3 like this, any little pullback, you will swing again. Just be eating the body run till you make money. So this is just trading for you. So this is just trading. So you see now everything is complete. Break of structure, external break of structure, low long-term liquidity sweep. Now this is inducement. Price need to sweep down, take them, tap into this area before we run. So that's it, and that's that for that. So let's go to other pairs. So which pair? For gold. This gold now, this pair there, I'm not understanding this pair. The way gold is running. Gold is running. All time high has been broken for gold. All time high has been broken for gold. So now we need to expect pullback down to around this area before we expect a bullish run again. So but for now, the pullback has not started. So we just have to keep watching. And I don't like buying in all these areas. You are buying in all these areas, it's more like you are scalping. Go to 4 hours. It's more like you are scalping. And there's every possibility that price will just come and sweep you. Then but if you want to buy, let me give an analysis for next week. Yes. So if you want to buy gold, let's go to 1 hour. For now, you still keep on. You still have to be buying. If you saw what happened here now, price just tap here. You never tap it on this yourself. But if you saw what happened now, liquidity was swept. See this low. Let me use so that liquidity was swept before price moved after a good break of structure. Are you guys with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Ah, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Talk to me. Talk to me. Ask me any question. Sorry, I'm waiting for you. I'll give each other. Okay, you're not there. I have the link. Check the description of this live. Or wait, let me send it. Let me send it to you. Let me see if you can. Let me send it to the chat. Can you join from the chat? Have you seen the link? Have you seen the link? I've sent it to the chat. Have you seen the link? Okay. But hope you are following. Hope you are following. This is we're on good now. Hope you are following. In less than 15 minutes, I will also end the live. At least you have learned something today. 1 hour down. Hope you are following me. Let me do the analysis of gold. Let's speculate what we are going to be expecting for next week. Okay. So as you can see, liquidity has been swept. That was when we expect the bullish. Now there was a break of structure again. Break of structure. So now this break of structure, now you need to be smart. You need to be very, very smart. Let's go to 15 minutes. Let's see. Okay, I see something. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. This is our Fibonacci to get. Okay, I've seen our zone. So this is where you expect it to buy from. I've seen another block. So liquidity has to be swept. All these are liquidity lows. So next week we are still going to be buying gold. All these are internal liquidity. So we are still going to be buying gold next week. So before you buy gold, wait for price to get to this area before you start buying. Wait for price to get here before you start buying. Before you start buying. So this is my analysis on gold. This is my analysis of gold from next week. But before you will buy this price, one thing I will still keep on saying is that before you will buy this price, you have to watch out for the price action. Price action. Now, if this says continue moving aggressively like this, don't buy again. This zone will not be valid though. If this says you just moving aggressively, don't buy again because this won't be valid. Don't forget that okay, yes, the full normal break of structure. Let's go to 4 hours. The full normal break of structure has occurred already. So there's any possibility miss of price start selling, retracing back to this area before we expect buy again. So if you want to trade this buy, you need to be very, very careful. You need to observe the price action. What price action shows you, that is what you are going to work with. Now, if price action is not showing you that okay, yes, this sell is coming down, if it's corrective, if you are seeing fractals of candlestick like moving like this, okay, let me give an example of what I'm talking about. If you are seeing movement like this, you are seeing little highs and higher lows, highs and higher lows, highs and higher lows, highs and higher lows, then this will be valid for you to buy. Do you get? This will be valid for you to buy. But if you are not seeing move like this all the way, you are seeing a huge candlestick moving like this, moving like this again, this will not be valid for you. Price might go and take out your stop loss and change character and pull back. Price might also change your character, pull back like this to this area and start shorting. So you need to watch out for the price action. If it's moving aggressively to this zone won't be valid. Price might just get a might just be reacted, maybe it might just react small like this. Price might just react small. Price might just get a react small like this. And take your SL. That's if it's coming aggressively, but if it's corrective, if it's moving higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, it's going to be valid. So you need to watch out. You need to be smart. You need to watch out for these things. So that's my POI for gold. But in the longer run, I'm expecting gold to pull back to this area. Maybe I don't know when the retracement will start, but to pull back to here, then before we long again. So this is my POI for gold. So let's go to other pairs. Are you with me? Let's go to USD card. Are you with me? If you are with me, let me know, guys. Let me know in the comment section if you are with me. Let me know in the comment section if you are with me. If you have any question, good. If you have any question, just ask in the comment section. Let me see that. If you don't understand anything, just ask. So for USD card is bullish. USD card is bullish. So you need to follow the bullish one. Very obvious. So I don't know what USD card is doing, but what I'm expecting is that I'm expecting USD card to move all the way down to this area before we long again. Because now this is my analysis. There was a break of structure from here. There was a break of structure from here. Break of structure. Now there was an external break again. Now liquidity low. Oh, this one is liquidity. Now this is the low that caused this break of structure. Mark out your 4 hour block. So this is what that caused the break of structure. So I expect the price to pull back down to this area before we buy. So we'll check it. Let's see if this pullback is correct. We'll use our Fibonacci to check. That's how to know that pullback is correct too. As you can see, the pullback is not correct. The pullback did not pass this Fibonacci middle level. Had it passed this level to this discount level here, we would have been saying, okay, we would have said, okay, yes, so it's correct for the buys. But as you can see, this low now turns liquidity, so this low is not correct. So we'll still be expecting price to sell, to drop, and before we buy. So that's my POI for USD card, for price to take out this buy side liquidity. But if there should be any move like this, if we see any move like this coming, if USD card just runs like this and takes out the break of structure, this low is none of our business again. So our next POI will not be this area. So let's see what price action will show us. So what price action will show us, that is what we're going to work with. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I've managed to correct. You're smart. So I don't know if I've managed to explain one or two things to you guys on this live. So Let's hope for next week. Every weekend, every Saturdays I'll be going live. I'll be going live every Saturday to analyze the structure, to analyze the charts, and let's see what's our speculation for the upper week. So every Saturday, maybe by 10, 11, depends. 10, 11, just be active. And most especially 11, just be active. So we're going to be going live. So invite your friends. They should come so we can learn together and let's see how this is going to be. So I believe that today I must have taught you one or two things, and let's see how this week is going to be. We're going to make a lot of money. So if you're not in my Telegram group, kindly just join my Telegram channel and let's see what we're going to do this week. Let's see how we're just going to be expecting big things from the market. So I don't know. I think it's high time for me to end the live. We'll see you guys when I see you guys. Till whenever. Peace out, man. One love.